Alright, welcome to another video, and this is one of a few videos that I'm considering part of a collection that I'm calling the Lost Episodes. And if you've seen one, basically this intro is going to be the same, so I'll leave I'll flash a timestamp so you can know where to skip to see the actual video. But if you haven't seen one of these, what I'm considering the Lost Episodes, basically I'm going to explain what it is real quick. And it's basically a couple of videos, more than a few videos that I recorded, looked back at it, and I kind of felt like I wasn't sure if it had a good balance of information and the entertainment value to keep you watching it. So I never kind of finished the process and produced it. So I look back at some of the ones that I just let sit, and I'm like, this is a big part of why the channel has such gaps in the videos, because I look at some of the ones that like I said, that I recorded and I haven't used them. So it's like these massive monthly gaps in between videos when I've actually created content. I just looked at it and say, not too good. But at this point, what I wanted to go ahead and do was go ahead and produce it, put it out there, and see if you as the audience felt like that video was something that was helpful, gave you some kind of information. And so basically what I want you to do is go ahead and comment and see, let me know what you saw as far as if there was some information within that video that was helpful, or if my original mindset to scrap the video was actually a good idea. So either way, that's kind of basically what these lost episodes are. So that's kind of really it. And here is what this video is about. Let's get into it. All right, welcome back to another video. And as you can see from the title, not only do I have one Durango, but now I have two of them. And the reason for that is this second one that I'm sitting in right now, the price was so right that it was hard for me to say no. And even though this Durango has tons of issues, the reason why the price was so cheap is because it was sold as a parts-only vehicle. Even though it can run just fine, it actually runs pretty smooth, but due to the circumstances with the seller, it was best for him to sell it as a parts vehicle and just get it off his hands real quick. And that's why I lucked up. And for this Durango 2006, paid $450 for it. And this is the perfect vehicle to get the parts that I need to get mine running. So let's go ahead and jump into how this one looks and, basically what's right and wrong with it. All right, now I'm on the outside of this vehicle. And as you can see, as I get a little bit closer, tons of rust. So that's one of the biggest things that I noticed right off the top. And I guess that's something that the Durangos are known for. So, we got the rust, we got the dings and dents, even more rust. I'm sure you can kind of get the picture right now that it's pretty banged up, but that's not really a big deal because, like I said, I'm only using it for certain parts. And I wish I did know a lot more about parts and, basically taking off what I really want and need and maybe selling some more stuff myself, because this thing runs really good, like I said. And, all I need from it is really the tires. I'm going to get the wiper arms off of it, maybe a door panel. But other than that, chances are I'll be scrapping it to kind of make up for the $450 that I paid. And worst case scenarios, I'll get $300 back. So, tires alone, I feel like I'm making a profit just by doing the tire swap. And, like I said, also the wiper arms, I'm sure I'll save about somewhere between 30 to 50 bucks on getting those off of this truck instead of buying them somewhere else. So, yep, there's that. But like I said, pretty banged up vehicle, scratches, more rust, of course. For the sake of the body, there's definitely not much worth getting. But those tires definitely look like they have enough life on it that, considering how much I'll be driving, I'll definitely be able to get a year's worth of use out of these before I upgrade to an actual fancy looking wheel and tire set. So that'll work for me. I'll probably repaint the wheel so it's at least a fresh, consistent black all the way around. Looking on the inside, definitely nothing special. I mean, if you own one of these, past or present, you definitely know that this is what you get for this kind of year. I believe 2004 on to 2009. So nothing special with that. I was kind of hoping these seats would be in better condition, but I'll stick with what I have in mind. $450 for a 3-row vehicle. Can't beat that. I really kind of wish that it was in better condition and I can actually put it to use and not just take a few parts off of it. All right, I'm back in the front seat, and let's go ahead and get an official look at these miles. And if you could really hear that, that was a pretty quiet startup. It definitely is smooth in my opinion. Definitely sounds a lot smoother than my engine at this point, so kudos to that. But we're at 201,565 miles. There's definitely a lot more lights, but as you can see here, I guess the previous owner didn't want to see all of that insanity. So let's go ahead and I'll tell you what's going on. We got the ABS light, we have the engine light, we have the brake light, and also the airbag light. So that common airbag issue is definitely showing in this 2006 model as well. So go figure with that. See if another light popped on or not. Looks like the low windshield washer fluid just popped on, so there's another light. So it definitely glows up in a way where you wouldn't want your information cluster to glow up with all of these issues. So who knows really what's wrong with it, but for me, I guess it really doesn't matter. I am going to pop the hood though so we can see just how quiet and smooth it sounds. So let's hop back out and see what that looks like. This one has a 4.7 liter V8 just like mine's, but definitely a lot more quiet. So there it is. Fully running vehicle. For the most part, the transmission shifts nice and smooth. Engine is nice and quiet. I believe even the battery is somewhat new. So there's definitely a lot good with this vehicle for the price. So there it is, a quick little walk around with this 2006 Durango. And like I said, I'm just using it for a few parts and then I'm scrapping it. I wish I could do a lot more with it, but I'm definitely not the mechanically inclined type. So just gonna get what I need and focus on my 2004 Durango. And this is definitely gonna help out a whole lot because one of the things that I desperately needed off the top was those tires. And now that I have 4 good tires, that's gonna save me a little bit of money. Still got to go through the painful process of swapping them off, so there's that little issue of going forward. But that's really it. Stay tuned because there will definitely be a lot more updates. The Durango project is fully in effect, and like I said, the cheapest Durango you can find out there, $450 fully running. If I can find a way to do more than just get those few pieces off, tires or whatever, I definitely will. So stay tuned to see what I can do with this. And let's hope that, for the sake of some great content, I can do a lot more than the little bit that I plan on doing with it. So, until the next one, peace. I'm out.